We're following breaking news out of Sacramento and San Joaquin counties. An 11-year-old boy stabbed and killed by his father, a former Sacramento County Sheriff's deputy.
Tonight, the community is mourning and remembering the young victim. Once the police tape was taken down and the streets began to reopen, it might have looked like a normal night. Delivery drivers started bringing in packages, the holiday lights automatically turning on as the sun set. But for families in this neighborhood, the heartbreak and disbelief is setting in. A mother stopped by the home where a father killed his son to bring flowers and light a candle in memory of the child and to support his family.
How could this happen in our community? It's been a tough day. I just stopped everything. I couldn't pick up the phone. I can't even imagine as a sister, a mother, a grandparent, anyone, the community having to see such a thing happen, and I'm at a loss, and I wanted to do something. And baby's breath, its meaning, and lighting a candle and prayers, like they're in a place right now where it's total surrender, right? You cannot bring this loved one back. And so as a community, I just want them to know we're here. Here's a little bit of light to keep them going, in prayers and thoughts and whatever we can do.
As families mourn the violence, detectives are investigating the deadly stabbing.
Police have identified the suspect as Marvin Morales. He was a former Sacramento County Sheriff's deputy, and he was let go after overdosing on fentanyl back in 2023. Morales died today after being shot by officers following a chase on Interstate 5.
And an update on that: just moments ago, southbound I-5 near the Highway 12 junction reopened all lanes. 2 lanes had been closed for hours as the CHP was investigating that deadly shooting involving officers. So 3 agencies are investigating different parts of this case. There's the stabbing, the chase, and then the shooting.
So we want to walk you through exactly what happened. Shortly after 8 this morning, Elk Grove police got a call from a mother concerned about the safety of her 2 kids. The mother told police she watched Morales assault her son on home surveillance cameras. So when police got there, they found the 11-year-old boy who had been stabbed. He was taken to the hospital where he died. Police say his 6-year-old sister was also there, but she was not physically harmed.
Morales had already left the home by the time officers arrived. Sacramento County Sheriff Jim Cooper was one of the first there to spot Morales as he was driving southbound on Interstate 5 near Pocket Road. After that, Morales led officers on a chase south on Interstate 5. The CHP deployed a spike strip near Thornton Road at the Highway 12 junction, and Morales crashed soon afterward. After the crash, at least 3 officers shot at Morales and hit him. He was taken to the hospital where he died. The CHP has not revealed whether Morales fired at the officers.
Right now, Interstate 5 just reopened along Highway 12 after an hours-long closure.
Jason Marks joins us live there now along I-5 where those lanes just opened.
Yeah, it has to be a relief for drivers coming through this area in San Joaquin County. It was closed for nearly 9 hours. Let me step out of the way and give you another live picture and show you that things are moving along. They literally just wrapped up their investigation here along this stretch. Probably about 10 minutes ago, we saw the last officer pull off. So this part of the investigation is done. Obviously, there's a lot more once they go back to the office. Let's show you what things looked like earlier this morning when our crews first got on the scene. And you're looking at Marvin Morales' car. There it is right there. You mentioned that he led officers on a chase. It all started in the Pocket area when right after that Elk Grove call came in, officers were looking for him. They spotted that car on Interstate 5 near Pocket Road, and that began that high-speed chase coming down 30 miles from Pocket Road to the point we are right here. Speeds getting up to about 105 miles an hour according to officers. As you mentioned, CHP then put out those spike strips right here in the area. Morales then hit those strips, ran off the road. Shortly after that is when gunfire rang out in this area just west of Lodi. We don't know yet if Morales fired a gun or if he showed a gun. That's all part of this ongoing investigation. What we do know is that at least 3 officers shot at Morales. He was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead. This investigation started by CHP. Because of state law, CHP actually turns that investigation over to the California Department of Justice. So it's DOJ who now is handling this part of the investigation. That's the latest here live in San Joaquin County. Jason Marks, now back to you.
All right, thank you, Jason.
And we're learning more about the suspect, Marvin Morales. Officers say Morales was a Sacramento County Sheriff's deputy. He resigned in February of 2024, months after he overdosed on fentanyl at the station. An internal investigation found that Morales lied about that overdose. Investigators found out 2 months before the overdose in August of 2023 that Morales took home a pipe of meth that he had actually confiscated. In reports, he said that he disposed of that pipe. He told an investigator that he smoked meth residue from the pipe up to 4 times over 2 months.
Then on October 24th of 2023, Morales seized narcotics from a suspect while conducting a stop. He cited the person for meth possession, and later that day, Morales smoked what he thought was meth, but the drug turned out to be fentanyl. The report says Morales overdosed in the bathroom at the Sheriff's Central Station. That's what you're seeing here, another officer who had come in to assess the situation. Deputies gave Morales multiple doses of Narcan, and he regained consciousness at the hospital. The report says there was seized tinfoil containing drugs found in his pocket at the hospital. Morales resigned February 2nd of last year, and the sheriff's office fired him 5 days later. Tonight, we're learning more about his 11-year-old son who was killed. Elk Grove School District says the family was part of their school district. They said in a statement, in part, "We are heartbroken by the tragic incident that took place in our Elk Grove community. We are committed to supporting our students and staff and have made counseling and additional resources available. During this difficult time, our thoughts are with everyone affected."
And some families who live in that area were returning to the neighborhood after dropping off their own children at school.
Literally just dropped the girls off and came back from dropping them off at school when we heard the sirens. And it's just, when you hear the story, you're like, I assume they were going to be going to school or should have been getting ready for school.
For anybody, and especially knowing that it was a deputy before too, I mean, this is why we get in this job, to protect everyone and to make sure everyone's safe, and the last thing we want is someone hurting children especially. So it's been a tremendously hard day.
Our coverage of the breaking news continues on our KCRA3 app. When we're not on the air, you can get the latest developments sent straight to your phone. Make sure to enable the breaking news push alerts.